Hello everyone, this is Mohammed from Python Ninja YouTube channel, and in this tutorial we will cover file copy and move. So in this tutorial we will cover how can we copy file using a built-in Python module which is shutil. Okay, so shutil is a module in Python and it contains different copying modes. For example, we have copy file mode based on the source, which is the original file, and the destination, which is the location of the new file. We can copy files, okay, and we have another copying mode, which is copy, in which we can copy folders, and we can also copy some permissions that inherited under the subfolders, and we have copy to, and it does the same as copy file and copy, but it's copies with more information and security layers. Okay, so in this tutorial we will cover also how can we move file from location to location, or from directory to directory, and we will also start with covering the shutil module, and we will import shutil now. And this shutil module offers some options to copy the content of a file. So suppose that I already have a text file we covered in the previous tutorial, and this is text_new, and in this text file we have two lines of text representation. We want to copy this text file to another a new file. For example, I will have source. Okay, the source is the source of the original file that contain text, and this source, because we are in the same directory, so I will use the test_new.text. Okay, and I will use also the destination in which we will copy the file. Okay, and the destination will be also in the same level of the main.py program, and we will term it as test new_version1.text. Now we have the original file, which is located here, and we have a new file which is not created yet, but shutil can copy the text from the original file and create a new file and paste it inside a new file. How can we copy the content? We just say shutil.copyfile, and we can pass here the source file and the destination, and we run the code, and we will see that a new file has been created, and which is the same name of this, and it contains my name is Mohammed and I live in the Netherlands. And I can, for example, update my age is 35. And I can close this, and I rerun the code, re-execute this again, and in the original text I inserted a new line, and because the test new_v1, which is the destination, is already created. Now we can also update by copying, and copy by update in this case. So we can move, we can copy like folder. If you pass the destination for the folder, you can copy the folder by this way. Just change the extension or the path of the source, of the source folder, and provide the source destination, the path of the destination, and then you will be able also to copy content of a folder to another folder. Now that is only for copy file in Python using shutil module. We will also cover move file. Suppose now I will open a new file. For example, I will write with open and I will open, for example, now I will open a trial.txt, and I will open this file in writing mode, and this will be as file. Okay. I will write inside this file.write. Okay, and I am trial 5. Okay, I will run this, and I will find here now we have trial.txt, and it contains this trial text. Okay, suppose that I want to move this file, okay, from this location, okay, which is within the main.py and this file, into another folders. Okay, I created folder here which is F1. You can create a folder at any directory where you want. Okay, I created a new folder to the directory D inside the Python tutorial. I have a new folder F1, and I want to move trial to F1. So the first thing what I can do is to design the source path, which is in this case a trial, okay, .txt, and I will have the destination, and the destination will be the path of this file. I cannot say just F1 directly, because it will be the path of the folder, and I can, for example, copy the absolute path, okay, and I can send it here, okay, but in this case I will use fr string because of /f. Okay, now we also will use the OS module. Okay, shutil module is used to copy file or folders. Now we want to move a file from directory to directory. We use os.replace, and I will use os.replace, okay, source and destination. Remember, we will face an issue now. That is because we didn't provide a name of the copied file. So I have the source file here, which is the trial.txt, okay, and we have the destination, which is the path of the folder where I want to move the file. But by this case, it's mandatory to give a new name, okay, for the moved file. So we need to give the name, but we give the folder, and we will face permission error now because this path doesn't contain the name. So I can make backslash, and I can say trial, okay, _v, just to trial_v.txt, just to distinguish between the original one and the one that should contain the name, okay, of the source the destination file. And I can run now, and if I open F1 folder, I will find a new trial_v, which is this one, has been created, and the folder is completely moved. So move file from source location to a destination, but it's asked you to provide the name of the file that will be located into the destination. It's different than the copy file. The copy, we copy the content, we take the content and copy it and push it to a new file. But here we move the file, but it's mandatory to provide a new name. Some developers say that move is similar to shutil.copy. And in any case, if you manage to move the context from source to destination using shutil module or using os.replace, then you can do by the way you want. But remember that in the os.replace, we replace have a new file. We will generate a new file each time. But when we use shutil.copy, we copy a content of already created files if we want to update again and again. We will have the former permission and the file property. Now we can add some decoration to this file or to this line of code, by using what is called exception handling that we will highlight after object-oriented programming tutorials. We will highlight in detail the exception handling, but we learn together to use the exception handling. We can use the statement try, and I want to do check as what we introduced in the first tutorial of Python 5. I want to check if the destination path is exit or not, and I want to prevent moving the file. If the file is already exist, I do not need to move that file. So I want to check os.path.exit of the destination. So if the destination already exit, like this one, it's already exit, and I want to print that os.destination.exit, I want to print that the destination file, or for example already created. Now, but if it is not created, what I have to do, then I will go to else. So just I want to set the same indent here. I will use else. And what I have to do in the else, I will use os.replace. And it is not just we move. I want to use else to be in the same indent. And now we have the os.replace the source and destination, and if the source file does not exist, or there is a problem in the path, what I want to do, I want to use except file not found error, and I want to print here the source file is not exist. So so let us rerun the code. We have a new message now. The destination file is already created because it is in the folder F1. And now if I delete this file, let us delete it, and we re-execute this line of code again, and now we don't have this message because the file wasn't exit. And if I repeat again, I will find the destination file is already created. And if I want to do corruption to the source file, for example, if I want to point the source to non-exist file, it's not exist here, then I will have the I have also to remove this to have to reach to the except error. Let us run this one. And then I have the except the source file is not exist because I did corruption to the source and I point to a source file that doesn't exist. And by this case, we can follow the same procedure or intuition. If we want to, for example, move a folder from a directory to a directory or from location to location, just instead of pointing to text file or to a file itself, you can point to the folder. One thing that this is the complete name of the path. However, if you have the folder within the same path of the main.py file, then you can remove the whole line and you just use dot. And this dot means that don't look to the complete name, because the F1 folder is in the same location of the main. So this F1 and main.py, in which is the entry file or entry executing file in Python, are in the same directory. So I can run without any problem. Okay, even I can show you that if we delete the file, I will have no problem with this short name, okay, because we use dot, okay, which means that we have F1 and main in the same location, okay, and we complete the same the remainder of the class, and we can also remove these files, okay. And instead of having these files, I can have, for example, folder, and I want to, for example, remove the source from one. For example, I can say this is the source here. Okay, this is now the source, but I have to move this backslash, and I want to have another folder here. So be, for example, F or F2, okay, and we can change them. Now we have, okay, now a new folder that has been created and contain the content of the F1 folder, okay, based on that. Okay, that's for today's tutorial, guys, and thank you for your attendance.